Hi everyone and welcome back. Happy New Year 2026.
Yeah, we're excited to be here and we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're all casual, starting the new year a little bit easy, not really, but maybe in the dressing. So today we're going to do 10 random facts about us with one bonus one is what we recommend every family to do. So stay until the end, and all of these questions don't have an order, there's different themes. It's just a little bit fun for the beginning of the year.
So let's jump in.
Okay, number one, we didn't prepare, so I hope we have some good answers. The one, an easy one, what was your first impression of me?
First time I met you was in a church in Zurich around 1997, and I thought you were gorgeous. And one thing that I found very interesting too, you had a really cool style, and I thought Christian girls didn't have such a cool style. So I was impressed.
How sweet. For me, it was a bit different because my two best friends came back from a mission trip that was 5 weeks with you.
Yeah.
And I just had eyes for them, but that changed a couple of years later, as we can see. What's one thing nobody knows about you?
I guess that I spend maybe too much time on the on the toilet.
Oh, wow.
Reading.
I'm sure you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Reading what?
Depends. Magazines, books, and very often my phone, which I
Okay.
should stop.
I would say that I'm probably secretly very crazy.
Oh yeah, that's true. You wouldn't believe it.
No, nobody really knows it except my
Yeah.
family.
So she's the introvert.
Yes.
But at home she's the extrovert, and I seem to be the extrovert, but I'm actually quite introvert. I don't know. I'm quite calm.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just like the thing probably nobody knows and nobody will probably ever see because it stays in the
I can
family.
make a special video for
No.
you once. Hidden camera.
No. When did you first feel God's calling you into family ministry?
I didn't want to go into a family ministry. I like to say, but of course, I was forced into it. But Shamar wanted to do after our first child, and I said, okay, of course, I will come and do the course. But I didn't see it as a ministry. And after the course, she said, I want now to be a teacher of this course for other people. So I said, not for me, but then I agreed. And I did one course, and I said, that's the last one I will do. And she said, no, there's some other guys, other people, they want to do a course. So I did the second. And after the second, or in the middle of the second, I saw the value in being able to minister to families. Back then was only men in my case.
So this is like 20 years later
Yeah.
now. And for me, it wasn't that I wanted to do it at all in the beginning. It just like, I felt the need, and it was not something I wished to do to work with families, but it just like came, and I felt the passion for it. I felt the need for parents to just be encouraged. So I kind of slipped into it. Really, I didn't want to either, but I felt like God really calling us into family ministry. And now, like 20 years later, I love it because I just like see what impact you can make when you target family, because family is the smallest cell of a whole culture. And if they are healthy and encouraged, it just like changes the world. What God lesson are you learning right now?
I think there's like a picture that comes since late December. I always see a wave, and I think it's when I was preaching, or like talking, like telling my testimony, and I really felt God was saying, when you're on stage, there is actually a wave of the Holy Spirit behind, and your job is not to have the best words for the people, but it's to kind of ride this wave and bring this wave to the front. It's not about connecting really there, it's about connecting to Him behind this big wave and really like push it to the front. Or like, I don't know, this is kind of what I was going through lately.
Okay, like for me, the year's words are obedience and submission, which I felt have been words for a lot of years now, but there's like another level that I feel. So that's like a God lesson that I feel like probably I'm going to walk into more, to be more obedient, to submit even more.
Submit to who?
To submit to God. Submit to you naturally too, after I submit to God.
Me too.
But as well, like one lesson that I'm learning, a God lesson in the parenting, is to let our kids go.
Yeah.
Like just like this, because they're a bit older, like the two older ones, just like let him go, but still have like the safe space at home where they always can be.
And I have to carry the ministry in a different way. I think this God was speaking at the end of the year to carry the ministry in every, not just when you do ministry, but everywhere you go. Carry families everywhere you go. If you speak about adoption, carry family. If you speak about this, carry family with you. I think this was also kind of a word for me. And if you do men's ministry, you do men's ministry, yes, but you carry this family DNA. I think this is something for me.
What do you want our kids to know about our family or feel about our family when they leave home?
The idea as a family was to come close to the Spirit, to move to the direction He wants us to be moving. And I really hope this is something they will carry for their personal life, in their marriage, in their family, to be, we call it actually, you can call this gospel-centered, but I call it more kingdom-centered or spirit-filled. I don't know how you say it, but like be close to the Holy Spirit. He guides, He's the number one. And not our own decision, not our own heads, but we always have to be searching for His presence.
And for me, it's very important that our kids learn at home that there's always help and support around, and it's never shameful to go and ask for help. They will have their wounds from their own upbringing, and that they've seen in our lives that we were vulnerable and humble to go and seek for help.
Love it.
And as well, that they can always come home and that there's always a hot meal there. They can
be who they are.
Yeah, they can be who they are. They don't have to be someone else. And that we can be parents of adult kids that like are quiet and just like listen to our own kids and learn from their lives.
Wow, love it.
What's one thing you wish we did more of as a couple?
I would say doing more one-to-one weekends. We did. I mean, we do twice a year. But I guess if
I think like once a year when they were small.
Yeah, I would maybe do a bit more of that.
Yeah, I would have said exactly the same thing. Do more, but yeah, it was not easy when the kids were small to organize just like already one. And I know a lot of couples don't even do once per year. So this is your reminder to not forget your dates and your weekends away.
Exactly.
What's one non-negotiable we protect as a family?
I mean, if it's only one, I would say date nights.
But like as a family, not as a
family,
couple.
For example, Friday evening, the Shabbat, the time we spend together as a family, it's pretty non-negotiable. Or if we still move it from time to time, but this is kind of a thing we say, hey, Friday, no, guys, it's not going to work. We have a family evening. I mean, we're pretty strict about this.
Yeah, we're very strict, and I would have said that too. But additionally, I would say that like, as well, if there are conferences or things like where maybe we are not the speakers, but we would attend when they were small, or even now at times, that we don't go together.
Yeah.
But that like one goes and the other one stays with the kids. And I think that's a lesson that I had to learn in the beginning. It was hard to just sacrifice that you can't do everything, but at the end, it's choosing your family.
That's true.
So,
I didn't expect this one, but that's a good one.
What's one habit we should drop this year to make home calmer? For me, last year was very intense. There was a lot going on. So for this year...
Oh, I know a good one. Work less.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to say too.
Okay, just to be fair, we cannot work all the time. Doesn't mean we work tons of hours. I mean, I'm not saying we don't, but the thing is, when you work from home like this, you always kind of work.
And you have your own ministry, so there's never an end. So that's true. That's the thing.
To be better at stopping.
Yeah. To just like not work in the evenings, not work on the weekends.
Not work from the bed sometimes.
Yeah, that's more me. So yes, that's a very good one, and I think that would be very important for us, and that changed since probably intensified 2.5 years ago when we started our own ministry.
Wow.
What food could you eat every day and never get tired of?
I mean, if it's just one dish, I don't know, but I would say Asian food, generally speaking. This is something we've been talking about for years. Asian food.
No, just like one.
Ooh, one dish. If I could.
Because Asian is huge, huh?
Yeah, Asian
like
is
from
huge.
sushi.
I wanted to say
noodles.
sushi.
Sushi
Yeah.
every day for the rest of your
I don't
life.
know.
Yeah,
With all you can eat sushi once, and after you don't like it anymore.
that's why.
I would it's something between a dish of like Asian or Italian something. Maybe some pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's super very difficult because I don't like to eat a lot of things twice.
Yeah, I know.
I love change in food, in a lot of things. I love change, not in my family. I like them to stay the same, and usually also not in moving, even though it changed.
Yeah.
But restaurants, food, I just like the variety. So this would be very, very hard. So I would have to pass on this one.
Actually, some bread and
Cheese.
and cheese. That's pretty nice
Yeah.
too. So anyway,
As a Swiss.
yeah.
What else? So what's a weird skill you have that nobody knows?
Oh yeah, there's one. I was able, and I can still open some lockers for bikes.
Like-
the one with the numbers.
Okay.
I had a trick that I learned, and I can open all of them. I mean, a certain type of lockers that you had in Switzerland. It was a very easy one. I could open them.
But you didn't steal
I
any
never
bikes.
stole a
Oh.
bike, but what we did, we'll open it and then tied it to another bike, which is actually horrible. Poor guy that will come.
That was in your teenage years?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, so you don't do that anymore?
No, of course not.
Okay, I can like flip my eye. I'm not gonna show
Oh,
it.
this one.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to say it. Yeah, I can flip my eye like up, and it looks kind of weird. I learned that from my dad, and I'm not gonna do it today because I didn't sleep enough, and it's like then it gets all swollen. Or I can also
Crack your bones.
crack my bones on my hips and on my hands,
That's pretty
which
bizarre.
like not everybody loves.
Yeah, especially the hip is wow. The sound is strange.
So let's get to the last one. So what is the one thing we would recommend to young parents? I would say two things is like keep Jesus at the center, and then you as a couple as a priority.
Yeah, of course.
Because everything else will flow out of that. And
I mean, that's a bigger spiritual one. I like it. I mean, of course, I will say yes to this one first.
yeah, I mean, it's the yes for all of us, I think, but so many of us neglect it.
Yeah.
I mean, both Jesus and also ourselves. So,
And the
Yeah.
one I think we love to say is like be I think your child or your future child is welcome in the family, but is not the center. And the center, of course, is Jesus, but it's you as parents.
Yeah,
and I think
couple.
this is very important too.
yeah, it changes like really your whole life, and especially your children's life, because their security comes from like how strong your relationship is, and that's their foundation for their life. So really invest into each other.
And super quick. So
And
look,
what do we want to say for people that are single parents? I would say to not have your child in the center.
Same.
Even though you're not even though you don't have a spouse, don't put all your affection and all your priority on the child,
it's the
but
same.
let him be or she be a welcome member, and keep Jesus at the center, and have friends around you that can support you, which is very important. So yes, that was the 10 questions.
you wanted to do 20, but then we thought it's going to be too long.
So we're gonna do the 10 others in French. So if you know French, because they're gonna be different, you can watch the French one too. That will link below, so you can look at it. But this was just like an easy start to the new year, and I hope you loved that as we loved it, because it was a very quick film. And we're looking forward to next week. Until then,
Bye.
bye.